Wait, whoa. Were you ever?
I don't know why I brought the notebook up here.
I was always the right spot.
Alright, so I've got a couple, I don't know, we'll see how they work out.
Cigarettes?
I would tell you to tell the first one, but that'd give it away, so. Is life worth living? Pain worth suffering? Is all worth going through? I'd say yeah, it pretty much is. Is love worth failing 1,000,000,000 times before you find that one girl that you love? Yeah, it pretty much is. And is war worth fighting to end worse suffering that comes up in times such as these? Again, I say yeah, pretty much is. For all of these things are bad at times, not one of them is perfect forever. Love, war, life. They are all just things that heed a perfect result. They may seem unfair to certain people. Certain people will appear to be favored by fate. But in the end, love, war, life are perfect for all. It's just a matter of seeing them a certain way. The next one is called Hell on Earth, and we'll see how this one works out. I fight in the summer, and I fight through the spring, but as much as I fight, the bullets yet sing. I endure the hot desert sand through winter and fall. I walk crouched, but I stand tall. I live in my tent day after night, and I come out in between to continue the fight. I hide behind the trunk of my armored truck, and suddenly life really begins to suck. I watch the chaos around me unfold. The bullets and cuss words fly. I'm hit in the leg, and I start to see my life flash right before my eyes. I get up, and I see it happen. My comrades, one by one, are hit. And I think suddenly that I must save them and send the enemy to the pit. Still they fall. Why don't they stop? Why aren't my friends more careful? Because what started off as 20 guys went to 15, and then no more than a handful. The 6 of us fight. We're surrounded. Stuff gets bad really, really fast. And I see one more of us fall out of the corner of my eye. And I wonder how long our little group will last. One more drops, and 2 more soon follow him down as the enemy gets even closer and I start to feel really, really bad. I stop shooting, and the enemy ceases for just a solitary moment. I grab my last buddy, and we pray together that God will have mercy on our souls. So we stand up and get ready for what God will bring. And again the bullets start their dissonant melody to sing. My buddy falls, and I fight on. My rifle is empty, so I drop it, and I pull out my pistol. I feel my head get hit, and handcuffs tighten on my wrists, and I want to vomit, even though I've been knocked out, because one realization flows into my mind. I've just been captured, and I'm now a prisoner of war.
Thank you. Our next person is one of my favorite people in the whole world, and
Me again?
he's my roommate too. What little cocky person said that?
That would be me.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, the next person is Adam Mason.
Alright. I have one that I just kind of typed out real quick. Weird. It's called So What Are You Going to Do With That? During the days of my education, I often received the same question about my particular area of study. Though proud of my decision as to what to do with my post-secondary education, I couldn't help but cringe when asked, "What's your major?" And I had to answer, theater. Emphasis in performance. Again, I would like to make clear my lack of shame. It wasn't my answer I feared, it was the inevitable question after. So, what are you going to do with that? My answer was always the same, though I at times contemplated making it into an amusing game like my friend Nathan, who often came up with witty, deadpan responses, such as, "I was thinking I might be a doctor." I chose, however, to stay simple in my answer and tell them what they expected to hear. I don't really know. I know what I would like to do, but I guess having a backup plan is always a good idea. It was my way of letting the real answer stay locked in its cage, not to hurt those who thought they were asking an innocent question. It was all I could do to hold back the truth of what I could do with that. For starters, I could use my training to act like I gave a shit about what you thought about my choice in education. I could act like I didn't have a higher GPA than you, even though we had the same prereqs. I could act like it doesn't hurt to be accused of wasting my talent when I thought I was trying to find a way to use it. And now that I have that experience, it's a lot easier to look in the faces of those who judge me and act my ass off. Easier to act like I'm fine working 50-plus hours a week at a job that stresses me out and turns my hair gray. A job that pays my bills but strips me down layer by layer. Act like it doesn't tear my heart out on a daily basis, that I don't see my daughter as often as I would like to, that I don't relax as much as I need to, that I don't write as often as I ought to, and I'll probably die long before I want to, miss out on making the point I want to. Act like I don't care what you think about me, because it's what I think that counts. And most importantly of all, act like I have anything positive to say about myself. I was tired of holding it in, but I didn't let it out. Instead, I changed my major a little, so it was easier not to shout when my mind often wandered to different things. I'm a dual major in theater and speech communication studies. I acted confident in my answer. No response, no inquisitive looks, no condescending stares. Because when you're after 2 degrees, nobody cares. People assume you're smart enough to have a plan. And I get to act like I am.
He does have gray hair. It's weird. Especially because I'm older than him. But, yeah. I'm going to read one real quick, if that's all right.
Yeah, we're good.